Hey guys, Toni Cowart here again. I know last time I told you that I would give you heads up when I got ready to do another live. Well, I think I'm just a shoot from the hip kind of gal because here we are. Sorry about that. Again, it just was not planned. I will tell you, I was packing up. Yes, I'm coming down this Friday to the gift gallery in Grove Hill to do a book signing. And I was actually packing books. I have a whole suitcase full of books. I was going to try to pick it up and show you, but it's pretty heavy, so take my word for it. Lots of books. But while I was loading them, and yes, I know what the cover of the book looks like, it brought some things to mind that I want to share with you guys. I'll keep this brief because I know you're all busy. It's Wednesday, got things to do. So I'm a mom, I'm a parent, and most of us, unless your life is just really together, and if it is, you know, or you have one of those newfangled fridges that nothing sticks to. So if you're like most parents, you've got lots of stuff on your fridge. I am no exception. So when the wreck happened that killed my children, these were just a few of the many things on the fridge. Here's some more. There was a calendar that every day, of course, you know, I had important things on the calendar, and every day I would X off. And one day, several weeks after, I'm walking by the fridge, and I guess my life, I'm starting to focus again, and I look at the calendar, and all these X's for the month of October until you get to the 26th. No more X's. We were in December. And it just took me by surprise because it was just, that was part of the reality of that time in my life, that my world, part of it, stood still, or all of a sudden I was walking in this bubble, or this, it seemed like almost a different realm, and everybody else is going on with their lives. Mine stopped right there. Well, I still have that calendar, still have that. It's just very sentimental to me for different reasons. But anyway, so, you know, our children hand us all these precious little things, and their little grubby hands hand them to us. They've colored them, they've created them, and they want you to be proud and display them, and you brag, and you put them on your fridge or wherever, and you like them, you love them, but sometimes they become priceless. Mine have become actual priceless treasures to me. Here is just a plain index card that Brandy, in her little 4th grade handwriting with stickers and all, wrote on the back in big letters, to Mama. Guess who it's from? And on the other side says, "Dear Mama, I love you, Mama. I love you very, very much, and forever too. Love your child, Brandy Ann." And I usually called her Brandy Ann. And she put 11 exclamation points. How precious is that? So I thought it was sweet at the time, and now it's a priceless treasure. So when it came down closer to time to publish the book, you got to have a cover. And these credits are actually on the inside, on the little credits page. But if you didn't see it, Brandy actually colored this heart that is on the front of the book. So when I see the front of the book, I smile for so many reasons that you just cannot even understand. She colored this February of '97. And who knew that day it would end up gracing the front of a book? Sarah Francis, I didn't mean to get emotional. Sarah Francis had colored this in Miss Tenny Lee Dumas's class just like 3 weeks before. She colored this October 3rd. I've always been a sucker for writing dates on stuff. And her big sister, while playing teacher, had tried to teach her to write her name in cursive at home. So a lot of things would have. So she's got Sarah and the dash, and she ran out of room to write Francis. But here's what's sweet about this picture. So it's actually on the back of the book. You can barely see it because of all the writing, but it's on there. And so I was able to put a little bit of Sarah Francis in there too. And the poem that was on my fridge from Taylor is on the inside of the book in pictures, and it's the "I love you forever, I like you for always, as long as I'm living, my mommy, you'll be." I did not mean to get all emotional this morning, sorry. So here's where I'm going with this. So these pictures that are so precious and dear to me, you know, treasure the things your grandkids and your kids hand you, because they're special at the moment. They could be priceless one day. So I have some other photos here. These are not very pretty. These were the day of the wreck. This is one, and I don't have my glasses on. The pictures were taken the day of the wreck, obviously, but it was that Thursday paper. So here, obviously, the vehicle is still in flames. And here, there's a firefighter that is extinguishing. I do not know who this firefighter is. I would love to know who he is. I'd love to give him a hug. This whole thing gave me such an appreciation for law enforcement, firemen, EMTs, the whole gamut. You know, I've actually heard people say when they see a couple of officers or something sitting around in their car, oh, wait, they're on another break, and make these snide comments. And I'm thinking, you have no idea. You have no idea. But a whole nother get me on my soapbox kind of thing. So these pictures actually upset, I'm not going to give you a close-up of them. And I talk about that in the book, that it upset some people tremendously. And I'm just going to tell you, those pictures do not bother me. Yes, I do realize that my children are still in those vehicles. I say my children. Their bone, their skin, their shell. But here's what I know that trumps all of that, that overrides the fact that their little bodies are still in that vehicle in those pictures. And that is the fact that, I'm actually going to need that again, that I know where my children are. Our shells are left here on this earth. My children are in heaven. And, you know, they have been able to play on streets of gold, to literally crawl up into the lap of Jesus, tug on his beard, laugh at something he says till they fall out of his lap, and he laughs with them. They have been able to experience things we can't even imagine right now. They've probably giggled amongst themselves and said, oh, wait till Mama sees this color. Listen, do you know that the Bible shares with us that there's even colors in heaven that we can't even fathom here on earth? Yeah, crazy. You know, so we can enjoy all these kind of pictures. But you see, again, Satan, the world, aka Satan, he sets out to break us. He sets out to destroy us. This is what Satan does. This is what Satan does. He instigates it. Yes, he uses people. And because we have free will, we fall for him all the time. He has never strayed from his MO. I mean, he came to steal, kill, and destroy. That is what he does. And boy, he is good at it. Why would he ever venture and try something another way? He knows how to get us. Yeah, he came to steal, kill, and destroy. It's what John 10:10 tells us. But you know what else, how that verse ends? Jesus came. it could almost end right there and I would just be like, yes. Jesus came to give us life and to give us life more abundantly. Not just life that's sucked down by anguish and hurt and hell on earth. No, he came to give us life more abundantly. But you have to be willing to accept that. And so, you know, we can walk around and smile when we really hurt, and we can try to muster through this world of craziness, and just once in a while take a deep breath when things go smooth and go, oh, this is great. Well, you know what? Jesus can give you something that literally bubbles up from the inside, a joy and a peace that literally overflows. It is absolutely unbelievable. And it makes us more than conquerors. Romans 8:28 tells us that we are more than conquerors. So we don't have to just settle for, okay, bad things happen, we love Jesus, we go to heaven. No, we can be more than conquerors. So when Satan pulls this, frankly, Satan can kiss my foot, but it makes me more determined than ever to do things like this, to write this book, and to say, no, you know what? You can be you, Satan. And I'm going to be who God has called me to be. And I am going to get his message in front of as many people as I absolutely can. And, you know, and by the way, guys, I love all the notes and messages from you about what this book is meaning to you and how it has touched you. Most of it's been text or inbox or email, so not everybody gets to see. I know I've shared some of the things people have said, but no one has written me directly, but there have been a couple of negative comments. And the reason for the negative comments are almost comical, and I'm not going to get into any of that, but it cracks me up, and it brings me to the scripture in 1 Thessalonians 2:2. I've heard it called the once bitten, twice bold scripture. So, you try to pull me down, I'm going to come out twice as hard swinging. And that, you know, for a long time, that was a little hard for me, and because my nature is non-confrontational, unless you mess with my children. And so, yeah, you're not deterring me. I just need you guys to know that. I will continue to encourage people to get this. Currently, it is only available on Amazon. Within several weeks, we should have it available in some other stores. I will let you know more about that when that gets a little bit closer. But yes, still available on Amazon. And for those of you who, I can't wait to see so many of you on Friday. And I actually have some goodies for you guys that will be there. And if you can't be there, but you pre-order from Sharon, I will leave, when I sign those books, I will leave however many of these for however many books you got. So, did not mean to get emotional earlier. Sorry about that, but love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely amazing day, and I can't wait to see you Friday in Grove Hill at the Gift Gallery. Talk to you later. Thanks.